Hello, friendly friends, and welcome back to Danganronpa V3, the 5th murder trial. Possibly the last murder trial. We don't know how the chapter 6 / the epilogue will go. Potentially there might be more murders, but theoretically, this is the last one. How are you feeling about our last murder trial, darling?
It feels somewhat anticlimactic. I think that's intentional because of Kokichi trying to ruin everything for everyone. I do agree that I think there's plenty of room for twist, but I also think that given how the narrative has been as kind of a, hey, sometimes we need to just accept the truth, it might just be what it looks like. So, yeah, what are your predictions?
This one's tough because it's so simple. Like, there's very little that we saw. Like, the whole discovery process took one episode when usually it's 2 episodes at the minimum for us to get through just discovering all the clues, talking to all the people, figuring out all the different things that happened. But this one, I mean, Himiko came with the bag. Most likely that's the crossbow bag. Gave it to Kaito. Perhaps Kaito had asked her for it. That's why she was so nervous. He put it together. He doesn't know how to take it apart, which is why it was left there. Mm-hmm. Something about the poison, that's probably... The poison in the antidote is probably the thing that is the most concerning. Because I think that's the place where we're going to get to what really happened. We also didn't see poison.
Yeah.
We only saw the antidote, which we at first just assumed that meant poison had to be involved.
Well, we did see that some amount of poison had been used.
Yeah, some amount of poison had been used.
And we're assuming this is the strychnine antidote.
Yes.
Sorry.
So, we have no way to prove anyone was poisoned. We have no way to prove that the antidote was used.
There is evidence that both of them were hit by arrows, and the poison would be lethal at any dose.
Yes. So, I think that's where the twists and stuff are going to come into play. I want to say that it's one of them is the victim, but maybe one of us is the killer? I don't know. I really... If Kokichi is the victim, I kind of do want it to be Kaito just because I want him dead. If Kaito is the victim, I don't want it to be Kokichi because I want him alive.
I want them both dead.
So...
We'll go with...
You've got a great chance. But
Well, we also don't know. I mean, the hydraulic press could have been used to hide 2 bodies.
It could have been. They both could be dead. We have no proof otherwise. And it could have been someone else, and maybe they were trying to frame one of them as the killer who's just hiding out.
Yeah.
Because that could do it, and then there would be 4 of us left, right?
If it was 2 dead and one of us was the murderer, then yes, we'd be down to 4.
I'm just trying to think, because in the end, they said, like, oh, you want only 2 people left in that one Amami clip. I don't know if we're going to get to 2 people. Highly unlikely at this point.
If so, I do wish it comes down to choice.
But...
That'd be amazing.
Look, if it comes down to choice, I'm not choosing Maki.
Why not?
Because I'd rather have Samugi.
I mean, I agree with you, but...
Maki made her choice. She chose Kaito over us. She
That's
gets to
fair.
live with that choice now.
That's fair. All right, so I think they're both dead. I think it was a western where they all fire at the same time, close enough.
Then who dragged them to the hydraulic press?
Damn it.
All right, well, it's time to answer these questions.
No,
and more.
I do think they're both dead, and I think that's because I think that's what the Monokuma Theater was referencing in Reservoir Dogs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that end shootout, pretty much all of them die. Because, like, okay,
so you finally figured out what it was the reference?
I think it could be referenced with a lot of things. I think it's Reservoir Dogs, which is my first guess. Like all the different Mr. Colors. And I think it's them basically shooting each other, and I think one of them recognizes that, either they had the wrong antidote, or the other person had the antidote, but it's still going to die.
I mean, the antidote could have been drained out into a toilet and refilled with poison.
Yeah?
We can't guarantee what was in the bottle was the antidote.
Could have been filled with toilet water.
Could have.
But yeah, I think they're both dead.
Alright. Then let us begin. Let us solve these problems!
In session.
Ahem. Now then, during the trial, you'll present
We
your
don't
argument
care.
correctly, and only I'll punish
We've
everyone
done this.
besides the blackened, and that person will graduate.
Graduation is meaningless here. We already know that.
Good point, Kibo.
Yeah. So what's the...
Just a little longer.
We don't need your rules anymore. We'll find our own reasons to live.
I don't like how Kibo's trying to be the protagonist.
Wait, that does bring up a question. Why murder? Well, I guess you can murder just for the sake of murder.
Yeah.
Like, you're just so angry. I guess that's going to end up being the motive. Like, Kaito just wanted to be free. Kokichi...
If it's Kaito, it'll be some self-sacrificial thing, or it'll be some big twist.
I don't think it is Kokichi. I just really don't think Kokichi would murder anyone at this stage, because what's the freaking point?
Because he can.
I don't know, maybe
We'll
he's
do
just
whatever
bored.
it takes
Yep.
to survive.
I don't like Kibo trying to be the new hero.
An actual talking robot.
Maybe
I've
that's
never
my
seen one of
robophobia.
those before.
Probably.
But I feel weird with him trying to be the hope protagonist, you know?
Seriously?
Do we turn to Kibo after this?
Why isn't he here?
Aw, don't make that face, killer. This case has some unique circumstances.
What?
Unique circumstances?
Question mark over his face. I love it. I hate it because he's not there, but I love it.
Because for this murder, the victim's identity is completely unknown. Given these
I mean, we've got it down to 2
circumstances,
people. It's not completely unknown.
I decided to start off this class trial while the victim is still anonymous. After all, it'd be a shame if I let such a rare opportunity go to waste.
Yeah.
Woo!
Is that possible? I thought everyone had to participate in the class trial.
Don't worry, the person who's still alive is waiting behind the scenes for their cue.
I think that ixnays your 2 people are dead theory. Unless he's lying, but Monokuma doesn't really lie.
No.
He's got a very
It's all
strict
part
code.
of the
you know.
overall production. Anyway, let's get this trial moving.
I guess we have no choice but to start the trial under these conditions.
I still think it was like a
What's that
Princess
even
Bride
talk
style battle of
It's
wits.
the mastermind,
Which crossbow bolt are you
Kokichi.
gonna stab yourself with?
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of too.
It's too soon to decide anything for certain. We don't even know if Kaito was the victim.
How long are you going to say that? The victim is Kaito. End of discussion.
I feel like okay. Narrative-wise, I feel like the victim can't be Kaito. Because Maki keeps saying the victim is Kaito and
We
like
have to
refusing
prove
to
her
believe
wrong.
it. And like that has to amount to something.
Yep.
And I feel like it only amounts to something if Kaito is not the victim and then instead turns out to be the murderer.
Wait a second. I have a better idea
What?
of what happened.
Yeah.
They were both in that small bathroom, right?
Sure.
Small, confined space.
Yes.
What if they did somewhat of a Russian roulette scenario? Where they just fired 3 crossbow bolts in random directions, watched them bounce around the walls, and see who got hit.
Okay, Darling's not participating in this class trial. He's been benched.
Let me have my cartoon physics.
Permanently.
Let me have my mind games and chancery.
But we need to be absolutely sure.
Look,
we
if
don't
it's
positively
Kokichi,
identify
there
the
has to be
victim-
some level of tomfoolery involved.
Let's just figure out the first
Fine,
step.
okay.
The other person will never show themselves, right?
Before we can identify a suspect, we need to determine who the victim is.
Why are we
even talking about something so obvious? What a pain.
No, it would be really funny if, like, Kokichi comes out. It was really obvious. Man, Shu, you really overthought that. I mean, his coat was right there, Shuichi. It really shouldn't have been that hard to solve.
Wait a second. Oh my gosh. Kaito never wore his sleeves. He always wore the jacket like billowing around him with the sleeves on the outside.
Yes.
The arrow mark was through his sleeve.
Yes.
That might mean he didn't actually get shot with anything.
Fair. Fair.
Kaito doesn't wear sleeves. He's too cool for that. There's a chance Kaito's still alive. If we keep assessing the case, I'm sure we'll see the truth.
Bum, 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 bum,
The
bum,
victim
bum.
has to be
How do we
Kaito.
play the game?
Kaito was taken prisoner by Kokichi,
Yes, that's true.
so he could have killed him whenever
Oops.
he wanted.
And the hydraulic press had his clothes inside.
Yes.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence for it.
Okay,
So the
that's what we
victim
need to
must
shoot
be
down.
Kaito.
Yes.
And the culprit must be Kokichi.
We lost a really good guy today. Kazing! If only mages could cast revive spells.
There's no evidence that allows us to confirm the victim or the survivor. Or is there?
The
Okay,
victim
let's get
has
this.
to be
Let's get this
Kaito.
bread.
Kaito was taken prisoner
Let us
by
obtain
Kokichi,
this pain.
so he could have killed him whenever he wanted.
It's like
What's
the
the-
French word for bread.
That's
Hydraulic
okay. That's a
press
slowdown.
had his clothes inside.
I have to relearn all the
Kokichi can't be
controls.
victim because
Oh.
no evidence for it.
Yeah.
Wrong!
No, that's
You're wrong, Maki. You suck.
By my beautiful eyeliner, you're wrong.
I have evidence that points to Kokichi being the victim. I found this in the hangar.
Okay. Kibo found that in the toilet. Let's be honest about where we find our evidence, okay?
Yeah, here, just toss it around.
Is that Kokichi's coat?
Yes, and look here. There are bloodstains on the sleeve. That would indicate that Kokichi suffered an external injury, correct?
Kokichi was injured.
The fact that these were flushed down the toilet implies that they are evidence of a crime.
What about it? Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press. As long as we have that evidence, there's no doubt that Kaito was the one murdered.
As an
Yeah,
assassin,
that's right.
shouldn't you follow
It's
the
one of
rule
those
of, like, don't count it
irrefutable
confirmed
evidence
until you
things.
see the body?
Yeah, come on, double tap. Ever since she found the body in the hangar, Maki's insisted that it's Kaito's. Wait, is Maki working with Kaito?
I mean, probably.
But why is that? I thought we had an understanding.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is, oh, Maki killed Kokichi and told Kaito to hide.
Yeah?
Like, that wouldn't be outrageous. And also, I'd be like, man, we really lost the wrong, the wrong part of our trio.
If we lose Maki for that,
I would
this
be
game
very
goes
sad, but
downhill real fast.
But then it doesn't make sense because Maki worked that hard for Kaito to live. She would just give herself up at that point because if they find Kokichi, you know, quote unquote guilty, then Kaito dies anyway. That's the rules of the game. So, like, it could be that, but it would be stupid because Maki would then still have someone die that she was trying to protect.
Well, I think she could have also been under the assumption that if they killed Kokichi, there was no game.
Yeah, but then now, wouldn't she give up the ruse?
We'll see.
Once the ding dong bing bong comes for us all.
Ask not for whom the ding dong bing bong tolls. It tolls for Maki. I thought she'd want to believe Kaito's still alive. Either way, it seems Maki's hung up on Kaito's clothes.
He really just wasn't that fashionable.
In that case, I need to demonstrate the flaw in relying on that evidence. If I do that, I think she'll realize there's a chance Kaito's alive.
Actually, there's something bothering me about the clothes found in the hydraulic press.
What about them?
Something peculiar about those clothes.
The sleeve of the jacket, right?
Sure.
I think they're gonna point out your
That's
thing.
it.
That there's no blood on, like, the bullet hole.
Why was only the
There was blood on the
sleeve
bullet hole.
sticking
Oh,
out
there
of the
was?
hydraulic
Yeah.
Or
press?
the arrow hole, I guess. I don't remember.
If Kaito had been crushed by the press, the sleeve shouldn't have been empty. There should have been an arm inside the sleeve as well.
No, Kaito didn't wear his sleeves like that.
So the fact that we found an empty sleeve should...
Shall I kill that logic?
Unless it was the wrong sleeve.
Huh?
Doesn't he wear, like, one sleeve?
I think so.
So, it was the one-arm sleeve that he does, in fact, wear. Though you can't prove that, because he could have been flipped on his belly. You have not... Well, I guess there's cufflinks. Can you use cufflinks to tell if it's a left or a right arm?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I know there's the buttons,
You're
but I
dumber
think
than
we
I
need to
thought
know
if
that
I
in
have
the
to go
scene.
out of my way to explain it to you.
I am dumber. Explain it to me.
If you can't even see that, then be quiet. Otherwise, you're just annoying me.
Wow, Maki, I don't think we were ever friends. We have your underwear, so that's saying something. Alright, how to play this again.
The coat sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press is rather telling. It couldn't have been anyone else but Kaito. If you can't see that, then you weren't looking hard enough.
Maki, we're even worse at this game than usual.
Hey, look, I'm trying my hardest.
You look even more murderous than usual. I need to do all this debate, or I think she's actually gonna kill me.
Oh no, actual death!
The coat sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press is rather telling. It couldn't have been anyone else but Kaito. If you can't see that, then you weren't looking hard enough.
Do I have to get it
The coat sleeve
perfectly?
sticking out of the hydraulic press is rather telling. It couldn't have been anyone else but Kaito. If you can't see that, then you weren't looking hard enough.
I wasn't looking hard enough. What do you mean?
My
He always
eyes
dressed
were not
himself
working?
in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms
I
through his
hate
coat
that.
sleeves. So when the hydraulic press crushed him, all that stuck out was his coat sleeve. If you understand, then be quiet already. Otherwise, you're getting in the way.
Okay, so we have to... I think we can counter that. Someone was
He
wearing
always
the
dressed
sleeve because there was a
himself
blood
in
stain
rather odd
on it.
manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
I got it!
Through your words.
Yay!
I cut through her words. Kind of.
Yes, it's
With
true.
no
Kaito
confidence.
never put his arm through his sleeve. But that was just his right arm. He wore his left sleeve normally.
Yeah, see, wrong arm. Ah, gosh darn it, guys, wrong arm.
Man, maybe you shouldn't dress so stupid, Kaito.
And the left sleeve was the one we found outside the press. Knowing how Kaito wore his coat, that's awfully strange, isn't it?
Then maybe neither of his arms were through the sleeves.
What?
Oh my gosh!
You can do that?
It's a possibility. In the end, your reasoning is full of holes.
So is your boyfriend.
Oh!
Stop getting in my way. I have to defeat Kokichi.
Maki, what's really going on? Seems you made up your mind that Kaito is definitely dead.
Maybe... Okay, right. Options are pretty focusing on Kaito killed Kokichi. Maybe Maki's trying to take the fall. Or trying to get us to not believe anything that could lead us in that direction so that Kaito can get away, but the rest of us will die.
Yeah, I thought we said that. I thought we established. Now, yes, that does sound like a good theory. But I wonder why.
Because maybe she thinks Kaito's the only one worth living.
Does Kaito think that he's gonna go up to the space simulator and fly away?
Maybe she's just like, screw it, I just want Kaito to survive. Like, regardless of implications.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, Shu. I don't have the answers.
It's like Maki said, though. Kaito's gotta be the victim. Because if Kokichi, the mastermind, was dead, the killing game would be over.
Yeah, that's true.
Monokuma, hurry up and bring Kokichi here. We already know who the victim is.
Now I'm really hoping Kaito's actually the mastermind. And like, Kokichi knew, and then we get to the end and we solve it, and then it's just like, Kaito's like, yep, it was me. I'm actually the one here from the remnants of despair.
That, or I'm wondering if there is no mole. That, like...
We're all just good boys and girls, and then Monokuma got on the ship.
That Kokichi figured it out. That Monokuma was still on the ship, and Kokichi was just messing with us. That's a very Kokichi thing to do.
Yeah. And it's possible.
Huh? Already? You sure it's not too soon?
We need the suspect present, now that he's the subject of our discussion.
Gotcha. I guess I'll bring him out now.
I really
Hey,
don't.
Mr. Suspect! That's your cue!
Alright, I'm ready for the pain.
Let's do this, come on.
Oh. What, it's just gonna be in the excisal?
I told you it would just be, he was hiding out in there.
Well, yes. But I just mean, like, they're just gonna leave the excisal there, so we still don't know.
Exisal?
What? Why is an exisal here?
Whoops, my bad. Seems like I gave you guys a scare, huh?
No, I mean, yeah, we knew.
Yeah.
But it hurts. My boy. My precious boy. He got squished.
What is this?
Is that Kaito's voice?
Kaito?
There was a lot going on, so I just hid in an exisal and kind of dozed off. And that's why I'm so late. Anyway, what's going on, guys?
I mean, well, technically, does that even prove anything?
Yeah.
No, you never say it's proven until you see a body.
Oh, hold on. Then the one that died wasn't Kaito.
Stupid! That was just a lie! You guys thought I died? I would never! No way!
No proof until you see a body! Never. I don't even believe this is my boy. Not until I see his little bean face.
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna laugh instead of cry.
Wow, that's old. How old are you?
I thought as much. Your appearance right now is fit for a lowly asshole like you.
Nope, just kidding.
Nah,
I'm Kaito again.
Come on.
You're making me blush.
It's an
You're getting so
excisal.
angry over me.
Is that really you, Kokichi?
That's right, Cracker Jack.
Seriously, how old are you?
18.
Is there anyone we know who's old?
Oh. Because he's quoting
Old
Sinatra and...
Old references. I don't know, the ghost of Corey Kia and his sister girlfriend. I don't know anyone who makes old references, not off the top of my head.
They're actually just the ultimate imposter from Game 2.
And maybe.
Then why are you hiding in there? Show yourself!
Oh, this is more for self-defense. Little Miss Cranky Pants would kill me if I showed myself.
I don't believe it. I need a body or I believe nothing.
I understand how you guys must feel. You can't believe it because I'm like this, right? That's what I thought. In that case, I brought evidence.
Evidence?
Ta-da! The video camera. It was in the warehouse, but I brought it to the hangar, just in case. Man, that was a smart move. Thanks to this, I filmed it so everyone could see it clearly. The moment the victim died.
He still doesn't say the victim, though.
What did you say?
Or Kaito.
Yeah, sorry, he is still saying the victim. Alright.
Come on, game!
Alrighty then. Let's watch this shocking moment. Hey, Monokuma. Can you connect the video camera to the monitor?
Roger that!
Monokuma grabbed the camera from the Excizal, hooked up to the corkscrew monitor, and played the tape for us.
Ah, squish. But was that CGI? I don't believe it until I can see a body. Look, animation budgets have gone up. And I know what people can do with a computer nowadays. I believe nothing.
Or was there another body hidden in there? And they're both dead. Huh? Kaito?
This is terrible. Why would something like this?
I saw it through my fingers. The moment Kaito was crushed.
By the way, I'd like to add that this footage has not been doctored in any way.
I don't believe you.
This video camera only has the basic functions. Just the play, record, and pause buttons so you can't edit after filming it. And of course, I didn't upload it to a computer to edit it either. Right, Monokuma?
No, he totally did.
Wait, that's wrong! That can't be the moment of death.
That's true, that's not the moment of death.
But that's what he said, that's the moment the person died.
Yes. We've established that because of the safety thing, they're not dead. But, like, his body got squished.
Yeah, that's why I think that something else was happening there that either we didn't see or that was, like, cut out of the frame. So, that's actually when the person died. That was not what we saw.
Oh, you can talk. Your answer is necessary for a fair discussion.
I see. If it's necessary for a fair discussion, then I will answer. No trace of that footage was found on any of the computers inside the Academy.
See, if it wasn't connected to any computer, then editing the footage would be impossible. Which means this footage is 100% real.
And not misleading.
If that's the case, then it would seem our suspicions can be lifted. The body we found inside the hangar.
Okay, I love that, like, it's very clearly poorly done right there, so the sleeve's coming out of the wrong spot, and we just keep going back to that single image.
The murder video is recorded in the monopad. View it from the Truth Bullets menu.
Okay.
It's so hard to say that when it's not, has been recorded in the Truth Bullets section of your monopad.
Yeah. Okay, so, I mean, I guess, yeah, there's no one else down there. Unless him getting squished triggered something else. I guess that's where he died?
No, he didn't die there. There's no blood trail also in that video.
Oh, that's true. Was that really him?
Poor Kaito. I can't believe he died such a horrible death. I can't believe he died with his guts and his brain splattered all over that machine.
Yeah, please describe it. I'm sure everybody here is thrilled.
Stop it! Now I'm starting to not feel well.
That's probably because I used my magic to transfer all my barf over to you.
I know that's a joke, but the thought of it...
Why? Why was Kaito killed? Kokichi had no reason to kill Kaito. He just told us that he was the mastermind, that the killing game was over. So what would he gain by killing Kaito?
It looks like you finally believe that I'm the one in this exisal.
But we have no proof!
Yes. With that, we can definitively say that the culprit is... you.
Huh? Why?
You filmed the moment the victim died, which means you were present at the scene.
I mean, that's one way to put it.
As the person who filmed this footage, you're the only one who could be the culprit.
But if the culprit shot the video, why would they go out of their way to show it?
Oh man, you got me! Yeah, I'm the culprit.
He's like, I'm just trying to play by the rules, and nobody else is interested in playing the game.
Jeez, I totally dug my own grave. Here's the truth. I decided to participate in this trial in an exisal after I killed Kaito. Of course, it was mostly to make the victim unknown, to jazz up this trial. I took that footage for proof, so I could reveal it after you guys get the correct answer. But I totally spaced out. I wasn't supposed to show it right away.
So does that mean you admit to the crime?
Come on, idiots. You know he's not... It never goes that smoothly.
Oh, man. I dug my own grave again? Well, I don't think you guys will believe any of the excuses I make now. So, I give up.
You're giving
I
up?
do like the Excisal just like
That
emoting
means
over
you
there.
decided?
Yeah, they didn't have a character model, so I
Is it
thought with
okay that this trial was so short?
No.
That's fine. We knew from the very start that Kokichi was the killer.
Stop with your biases.
But before we vote, I want to say something to Kokichi. You may be the mastermind, but I won't let you escape after you violated the rules. That would desecrate the killing game Junko Enoshima created, right? Your beloved Junko Enoshima.
Junko?
Whatever. It's voting time now. Let's go before Kokichi changes his...
No, hold on a second. This isn't right.
God dang it, guys.
Comes in, confesses to the crime, and the trial ends? That's not how this goes.
Don't you know how Danganronpa works?
That doesn't sound like the kind of game Kokichi or Monokuma or Junko would play.
What if the mastermind got tired of it? The remnants of despair were like that.
No, if they were tired of it, they wouldn't have put all that effort into the video. There would have been no need for this class trial in the first place. Something's not right. We need to get a better feel for the situation. I think Kokichi has some sort of plan. He's trying to trap us.
Or the Excisal known as Kokichi has a plan. We have no proof of anything.
So in Danganronpa 2, there were 6, right?
Yes.
Okay. In 1, were there 5 or 6?
5.
Okay. So there's going to be 7 here. But I know the last trial is always where you have to go against your instinct, like 3 or 4 times.
Well, yeah, in the first one, it was, the last trial was a sham. Because it was a dead body that was actually a previous dead body.
Yeah.
And they just pretended that it was a new body. And then it came up with, oh, actually, neither of the answers that you could have come up with were the right ones because the answer was Monokuma, who wasn't included at that point in the class trial. In the second game, that's when it was Nagito, who was dead, technically killed by his own hand, but the trick was that using his luck,
yeah, he made it Chiaki.
Made it somebody else who killed, and his luck allowed it to be the person he wanted.
Well, what I'm thinking is more like, maybe it's Trial 6, because Spare Girls is the same way, where it's like, okay, nope, whatever they say is right, you have to go against it, even if it sounds stupid. In 2, it's the same thing. We're like, okay, you don't know the reasoning yet, but you have to keep going against whatever they say, even if it sounds right. So you have to go against your gut. So I'm wondering if this is going to be one of those.
Maybe, but I think our gut is telling us that they're wrong.
I mean, our gut is, because we're great at this game.
Trap us. Are you saying Kokichi isn't the culprit? Then, are you suggesting one of us is the culprit?
Kaito accidentally stabbed himself with the poison. Kokichi just dragged him over to the hydraulic press.
What?
If it's not Kokichi, then the culprit must be one of us.
One of us?
That's not possible!
No, I didn't say that. I was just saying it's dangerous to trust Kokichi.
Shuichi is so distrusting.
For good reason!
But it's exactly like Shuichi said! I'm actually not the culprit!
Oh my god. Even Excisal Kokichi brings me joy.
Do you know who's actually inside
That
there?
contradicts
Who?
what you said previously.
Nagisa Shingetsu, my little blue-haired wonder.
Why? Why do you think that?
Because if he was the ultimate social studies student, he probably had to learn pop culture stuff. Also because he would fit in the machine. Also because I still want him to be alive.
He is alive, technically. We never saw him die.
Yeah, but like, is that really enough in Danganronpa?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Not seeing them die is the definitive characteristic of all the alive people.
Yuppers, that was a lie. Sorry, I lied again. The real culprit of this case is super bad at hiding themselves, so I thought I could help. I pretended to be the culprit by using the footage. It made the game more interesting, too.
Are you serious?
What the heck?
What's the truth and what's a lie? I don't know anymore.
Just listen to Shuichi. We got you. We'll figure it out for you.
Because Kokichi is the culprit. He killed Kaito. No matter how much he deceives us, it won't change our minds. The footage shows he did it. Kokichi has to be the only option.
The only option? Is that really true? Are we just gonna leave it at that?
Intermission. Wow, that was quick.
Safety function?
Yes.
There's no doubt that Kokichi is the culprit.
I think that's what we're getting
We
to
all
right
saw
now.
that footage from earlier, right?
Kaito got crushed to death.
Oh, wait. No.
Horrible video.
There we go.
Good. First try.
First try. Don't worry, guys. I'll
Second
learn.
first try.
The safety function would make it impossible to kill Kaito with the press.
A safety function.
Yes, it was written on the safety precautions. The hydraulic press will automatically stop if its infrared sensor detects a living organism.
Does this mean our deputy is Kibo?
For this trial, probably.
No.
Why do you hate Kibo so much? He's done nothing wrong.
He's boring.
That's not a crime.
Meanwhile, you're in love with the one who commits actual crimes.
Yes.
You're so weird. Okay. Fine.
So
Deputy
the hydraulic press
smartphone, let's
won't
go.
move at all if there's a living person under it?
Which is why it couldn't have been used to kill Kaito.
Which means it's more likely that Kaito was crushed after being killed by some other means.
He did just lay there and take it, after all.
So what we saw in that video, he was already dead by then?
My only other thought is you could pause the recording and then put something else under there and then play. Because there's the moment where it stops for a second, and at that point the body's entirely covered. All you see is the sleeve. So you could have messed with the footage a little bit. Anyway.
I don't think so, because we see it.
Because it goes down, it halts for a second, and then it rushes to the bottom.
Yes, but we still see Kaito's body there the entire time.
Not once it stops. Once it stops, all you see is the sleeve. It covers the rest.
We'd have to look over the footage again.
Go into the footage. Now let's go. We're gonna go to a slow motion
But you disabled
replay
the
and see if they
infrared
actually
sensor
made
of the
first
safety
down.
function with an electro bomb.
No, I don't think Kokichi would use an electro bomb for that purpose. It would have taken down the hangar's alarm system and the Exosol's remote control.
It would have put Kokichi at a significant disadvantage.
But you can't be too sure I wouldn't do that. I'm the type who would do anything for fun.
Be
Shut
quiet,
up,
Kaito.
Excisal.
Also, we don't have any evidence of a different murder method other than the hydraulic
We
No,
would
we
have
do.
if
I
you
have a
had
plausible theory for the
investigated
murder.
anything.
Yeah, Maki.
What?
Yes, there is a clue that suggests the victim was killed before being crushed. I found it somewhere on the hydraulic press.
The blood stain?
Yeah.
This is it!
I'm glad he clarified somewhere around the hydraulic
There was
press,
a
because I was gonna
small
do the
blood stain
poison
in the hangar,
bottle. Or the
suggesting
arrows.
body was dragged. The blood stain goes from the bathroom all the way to the press.
Oh, that was the restroom where Kaito was being held, wasn't it?
There's nothing that says they couldn't have done twice, right?
Yeah, because they could have waited to cut it until after.
No. They... More on your theory that both of them are dead? They kill Kaito, videotape it, then they kill Kokichi in the bathroom, drag his body, which is why the bloodstain doesn't show up, and then hydraulic press him as well.
Yeah.
Then cut the power so you can't see that there's two bodies in there.
Yep.
But it happened, they videotaped the first one so that they had proof it was Kaito so that they could get you to think it was Kokichi.
Yep.
You say yep like you knew all this.
I thought I already said that. Oh yeah, they might be hiding a second body under there. They just press it again and then cut the power. But I am also affirming you. Those are good ideas. You sound right.
I feel like you didn't give up the order of operations part. I'm smart. I figure things out.
Look at Gale being so smart and detective-y.
I'm a smarta pants. We could both be
Bloodstains
very,
were
very
also found
wrong.
Inside the bathroom.
They're both
That
alive!
can't be coincidence.
So Kaito was killed in the restroom, then dragged to the press and crushed?
If the bloodstain even was Kaito's.
What?
We only guessed that Kaito was killed in the bathroom. Since his body was crushed, we'll never know if Kaito died some other way.
You might not be able to examine the body, but we do have evidence that suggests a cause of death.
The bullet.
And
I'm
the
sorry.
sleeve that
The
he
arrow. The arrow
The
hole.
bolt.
There!
Yeah.
The bolt hole.
The bolt hole.
The small hole on the sleeve of Kaito's coat is the key to his cause of death.
The small hole? No. There is no way that hole's got anything to do with the weapon.
She says, knowing she handed that weapon.
I'll hit you with my everything you buy will go on sale the next day curse.
But if both of them are dead, who's controlling the excisal?
Monokuma.
Monokuma wouldn't help the killer. That's not how the game works.
Could be for fun.
That's not how the game works.
The game is just for the lulz.
Himiko, what's wrong? Why are you freaking
War
out all of a
crimes
sudden?
for the memes. That is pretty much the basis of these games.
I'm not freaking out. I'm just saying it's impossible for the weapon to be that small.
No, it's not impossible. I can show you. The weapon that left a small hole in Kaito's sleeve. 3 arrows?
Do I do the arrows?
I think the arrows.
Okay, let's try the arrows.
The arrows in the bathroom.
Uh,
Oh, poison?
Oh no!
no, so I do have to do the crossbow, right?
Okay, we'll try the crossbow.
That's stupid!
I know.
This is it!
It wasn't the arrow, it was the bow that
I
killed
believe
him.
the weapon was the crossbow found in the bathroom.
They should get rid of other options that are, like, clearly also the answer, but, like, not quite the answer.
Yeah.
Like, they should just not allow you to pick arrows when it's like, what killed him? Well, there's the bullet that entered him, or there's the thing that shot the bullet. Like, come on! How am I supposed to know what you intend?
A crossbow arrow would certainly leave a hole that small.
Yeah, but apparently the crossbow arrow wasn't the
Can we then
answer.
conclude that Kaito was shot with that crossbow? If so, that crossbow just might be the actual murder weapon used to kill Kaito.
I see. It's so surprising that a crossbow is the murder
Himiko.
weapon.
They're so bad at this, Himiko.
Seriously, Himiko, what's wrong?
She probably needs to pee. Anyway, about Kaito getting shot. If that was his cause of death, then I wonder who shot him with the crossbow. Well, I already know, but I won't tell you.
He's just playing with us.
Then let's show him that playtime is over. Let's show him that the students of Hope's Peak Academy will never submit to despair.
Never.
I'm getting Kibo did it vibes. Just saying, he's awfully present.
Yeah.
Hope? Despair?
Yeah, so whoever's in the whoever's in the excisal did not get the flashback light. Which means I don't think it's Kokichi.
Well, everyone got it except for Kokichi and Kaito.
I wonder
But we
who
thought
shot
that
Kaito
Kokichi
with
gave
the
it to
crossbow.
us. Are you saying he wouldn't have used it on itself?
What a mystery, right, guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
We couldn't go in the hangar. The alarm system and electric barrier were in the way.
If we couldn't go in the hangar, and Kokichi had been in there, then he must be the one.
I see, so I'm the culprit.
Kaito would have been in there, but the murder weapon was a crossbow.
You're right. No. Okay. I know we're in the middle of a thing.
I'm right?
Ixnay, the whole idea that it was two bodies. It's not. Because every one of us got flashbacked except for Kokichi and Kaito. So the person controlling the excisal has to be Kokichi or Kaito because they don't understand all of the references we are making to the things that we got flashbacked from.
Okay.
So it is Kaito.
Okay.
It's Kaito in the excisal. He's pretending to be Kokichi because he wants to save his life. Ultimately, he's doing the thing kind of like Kaede did at the beginning, where he's like, I'm going to try to survive, but also, Shu, I'm kind of trusting you to stop me and figure out the real truth.
Yeah.
He filmed the video, got to that point where it speeds up, paused, right? It's his body. It stopped. He went up, paused it, right? Then he dragged Kokichi's body with his coat, put his coat over Kokichi, continued, hit play so that Kokichi died. And now then the blood trail would show up at the second half of the video.
Can you go to your menu? So I believe if we go to the Monokuma files, we can see the video.
Guys, we're trying really hard to solve this. I can't watch the video.
Oh, it's okay.
Anyway, murder weapon with a crossbow. We'll have to continue thinking about this.
Yep.
No.
Knowing that, we should be able to visualize the murder.
I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right, guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
Bathroom window there.
Go in the hangar. The alarm system.
Because you could have shot through the bathroom window to hit everything inside.
Okay. Well, I'm wondering if that all stuff was in the way. Could be it too, because she could have passed it through the window. Because I think they specifically said it's big enough for an object to pass through.
So I'm the culprit.
Yeah.
Because how did the crossbow get in the bathroom if they shot from outside the bathroom?
I mean, you could toss it in there afterward.
You can't build it though. It's disassembled into the small pack, and then you assemble it. How is it assembled inside the bathroom?
I think bathroom window might lead us on that spot. Might lead us to shot through.
What a mystery, right,
window.
guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
Try it on that.
No, I'm gonna go with my gut.
In the hangar.
Okay.
I
Alarm
refuse.
system and here were in the way.
Darn. Look, it was worth a shot.
Damn it!
I gotta believe in myself once in a while.
I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right, guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
Ugh. There we go.
That's wrong!
That stupid red doesn't work. Don't look at me like that. I had to believe in myself, even if I'm wrong.
Even without
No one
going
else
in
will
the
believe in
hangar,
me.
It was possible
That's
to
because
launch
I'm right.
There was a window in the bathroom of the hangar. Maybe it wasn't possible to get in, but you could have shot through the window. And remember that Kaito was confined to the bathroom.
But that's stupid. We know that's not what happened.
We know it's not, but it leads us to you could slip the box in.
But why would I say something purposely
so if they
not
shot
true?
Kaito through the window.
You're not
could've
saying it's
killed
not
him
true.
in
You're
the
saying
hangar.
it's if. You're saying that is possible. So,
Yeah, but I'm the detective. If I say it's possible, everybody starts thinking, oh, right, I should really believe
because
in
that goes to, you know what else is
But
possible?
I-
Putting a box in there.
But I know.
Which means the murder suspect list grows to 6 people, including me!
Including me.
What did you say?
But put plainly, that means
It seems Shuichi wants to make one of us the culprit. Is that it?
No.
Is that what a detective does?
Yes.
I mean, yes. This is a job. He solves crimes. He doesn't get to choose who lives and who dies.
he just chooses how they tell their story.
Do detectives always accuse people, even when they're friends?
Yes.
Seems
Yeah.
like it.
I
You
accuse.
suspected Kaito in the previous
I accuse my
case
neighbor of
too.
every crime committed ever just because he's a possible suspect.
You're always suspicious of your friends.
Hey, my friends have killed people almost every time.
Yeah, the first murder trial was exclusively my friend murdering somebody. My only friend. That does something to a
What's wrong,
person.
Maki? You seem like you're kind of on edge.
Of course I am. When we said we would defeat the remnants of despair, someone got in our way.
No, you don't understand. I'm not trying to...
It doesn't matter how much you get in my way. I will absolutely defeat Kokichi. I won't let despair escape. I won't let it win.
Now, let's stop this boring fight and continue on with the not-so-boring trial. So we all agree that the murder could be done by anyone and not just me, right?
The old references could be references because Kaito lived with his grandparents who are
Yep.
old. And also, Frank Sinatra is the guy who sings Fly Me to the Moon.
Yeah,
It's Kaito.
it's Kaito.
It's Kaito.
Good callback. The old thing.
With the old the old people, they were the clue the entire time!
Ah,
That might be true, but
oh, what song is that
I
from?
don't know about the window.
Neither did I.
Really, Himiko? What's the matter? You've been weird since we mentioned small.
Oh, the song is called "I'm Gonna Live Until I Die."
Well, that's good to know.
What? Are you after my small hole too?
Absolutely not.
See? Now that's definitely weird.
That is correct. That is definitely
that is,
weird.
Yeah, that is
Look at it this
uncomfortable and disturbing.
Just because the culprit could be anyone, not everyone is a suspect. We can pretty much narrow it down to anyone who knew about the crossbow.
I never knew about any crossbows. In other words, I'm not suspicious. There's no way you can consider me.
It does concern me that Himiko went to the hangar last night.
Well,
Thanks for
really?
dropping this on
You
all
went
of
to the
us
hangar,
right now,
Himiko?
Kibo.
Yes, she did. I definitely saw her.
You were watching watching me?
It's awfully suspicious that you went to the hangar last night. Okay, then the culprit is Himiko.
Oh my god.
Wait! Don't say it's me! Maki is more suspicious than I am!
What?
You know what?
That crossbow came from your research lab, right? You could have gotten that crossbow whenever you wanted!
My research lab is open to the public. Anyone could have gotten that crossbow when they wanted.
Anyone could have gone to her research lab, though. She's not the only suspect.
I don't know about that. She's definitely the most suspicious. Even if you make that scary face at me.
I love how. What's your rebuttal? Glare. Okay, let's go back to the other side.
Because if you start panicking, then we'll know that you're the culprit.
I said I'm not the culprit! I swear! Kokichi's the suspicious one! Maki too! They're both the culprits!
Everyone's the culprit but me! I'm the only not culprit!
I mean, maybe
Why
she's.
am I a suspect? Anyone could have entered my
Oh, we're doing the
research
split thing.
Yeah, I'll admit that I'm suspicious.
Oh, no, the.
Okay, maybe I am the culprit. Maybe I'm the
I'm the
culprit.
culprit.
I love it. It's not me. It's not me, guys. It's totally me.
I
Why
went to the
am I the
hangar,
Number one
but
suspect, because I was in the hangar.
Yeah, sure.
I was
You
only
are the
harnessing my magic.
What do you
Did
mean?
not
it's
come
going
from
to
me.
be magic?
There's a good
Anyone
magic
could have
source
gotten it
around
from
here.
here.
There's a good magic source around
So I
there.
went
Then
there
who
and found
actually
it.
Number one
Oh,
suspect.
empty-handed. That's it.
Yeah, but I have to get rid of this.
Right.
What?
Damn it!
The black case.
Did you change ammo last second?
I
Why
went to the
am I
No.
the
hangar,
Number one
but
suspect, because I was in the
I
hangar.
guess Kibo's account is what they're looking for.
Oh, yep.
If
Let's
you
go with the
are
crime
the
scene.
my magic.
Boo! Another thing where it's like, I'm right, but you just don't want to admit that I'm
There's
right.
a good magic
Yeah.
source around there. So I went
Then
there
who
and found
actually
What the?
You missed.
Kokichi
And I
did
left
You missed again!
Kaito.
Ah, you saw me! I was like right there! How did I miss?
Being off by a pixel is still being
Because
off.
I was in the hangar.
You missed it by that much.
if
I was
you
only
are the
harnessing my
culprit,
magic.
then explain
This
the
game is
crossbow.
just trying to make me look like an idiot, and I do not appreciate
Oh
it.
yeah, the game's trying.
The game is
I
trying.
went
Then
there
who
and found
I'm the
actually
number
robbed?
one suspect.
I heard it!
I know what happened!
See?
I know the answers! The game just doesn't want to give me the
You
answers.
said that you went to the hangar empty-handed. But that's a lie, isn't it?
What are you talking about? It's not a lie.
But Kibo saw you. He said you were headed toward the hangar carrying a large black bag.
Right there. Right there in yellow text. Large black bag.
I get that. That's not the part that's saying stupid. I'm saying you missed, and then you missed again.
And I'm saying it's the game's fault.
I know.
It's not me.
Yes, Himiko was definitely carrying a large
Also,
black
how did
bag.
Kibo get up there?
I don't know. I mean, it's right next to his station above Miyu's lab.
That's true.
Maybe he can see from up there, but
Or-
like if there's a roof, I don't know.
But that also makes me think it was him, because if he was up there, then that camera angle was from way high up. Either being held by an excisal, or from something like that.
True. But how did he get in? He'd have to have control of the excisals before, because that's the only way for him to have gotten through the alarm and barrier.
Yeah, so that, I mean, let's get to the electro hammers, but
Because
we'll see.
we've proven Kibo's gone up to it, and even though he's not a living organism, the alarm still kind of went off when he went up to it. So we've proven that it works on him.
Okay.
No, that was probably Tsumugi cosplaying as
Also,
me.
the electro bomb affects him,
Yeah.
so he couldn't have used that.
You know I can't cosplay as someone unless they're a fictional character.
Himiko, this is the bag you were carrying, isn't it?
That's the crossbow case.
There's no mistake. That is the bag I saw Himiko carrying.
But what if Kibo's lying?
What? Hold on. Himiko went to the hangar with a crossbow?
Yeah, I think she's pretty much confirmed he's not lying.
What if she's just really bad at telling the truth and he's really
decided
good at lying?
Wait! That's wrong! I just brought it there. I didn't shoot it. It's the truth! Please believe me!
You're right. I believe you. Himiko is totally telling the truth.
Not you! If you believe me, it feels like I'm lying!
Somebody else believe me, not him.
Anyone but Excisal Kokichi, quote unquote Kokichi.
Yeah. That is true. But can we really trust Himiko here? She was acting very suspiciously. This is why I would be awful if I was ever being questioned. Because I would just be like, okay, look, here's all of the evidence that proves I did do it. Because I want to be forward with you guys. But it's definitely not me.
Yep, that's true too.
And I didn't even use the crossbow!
Another true statement.
And that's all! I didn't do anything else in the hangar!
100% exactamundo!
Why does this all sound so fishy?
I don't know.
Kokichi won't shut up! Get out of my head, Kokichi!
To hit Kaito with a crossbow, you have to be fairly good with it. That's a question.
Not the culprit!
Yeah, I totally agree.
I only carried the case.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, that's true too.
And I didn't even use the crossbow!
I'm just gonna hit with crossbow.
Another true
That
statement.
was a miss.
And that's all! I didn't do anything else in the hangar!
100% exactamundo!
Why does this all sound so fishy?
You turned her into one of the chipmunks.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Himiko's Defense Nightcore
I only
remix.
carried the case.
Yep, that's true too.
And I didn't even use the crossbow!
No! Give it!
Another true statement.
Look, that one's hard. It does a whole swoop and a swap. And then a whoosh.
A swoop and a swap and a whoosh.
Yes. A swoop, swap, then whoosh.
Read the case.
Yep, that's true.
And I didn't even use the crossbow.
I agree.
I consent.
I don't think Himiko used the crossbow. More accurately, she couldn't use it.
Look at Himiko.
Couldn't use
She's
it.
too dumb,
Why
too
not?
stupid, too incompetent to even assemble the thing.
Have you
The
seen her
crossbow
magic?
inside this case was disassembled. Kaito and I learned how to assemble the crossbow from Maki, so we could have done it. But I don't believe someone without the proper training could have assembled it.
Well, what if Maki taught Himiko how to assemble the crossbow?
She didn't teach me that! Right, Maki?
No, I did.
What's wrong? Are you mad about before?
You stole my crossbow?
Sorry. I thought they were gonna suspect me, so I lied.
I really have to question your morals if you're blaming Maki for your lie, Himiko.
Yeah, Himiko.
I don't think you're allowed to say something like that.
I'm sorry, Maki. Please, can you tell them the truth?
I'm a
Fine.
good girl,
I'm
Maki.
not going to
Please,
lie.
let them know I'm a good girl.
I didn't teach Himiko how to assemble the crossbow. She couldn't have used it.
See? I told you! It's just like I said.
And we will figure out more about this case. And who could have... Oh my god, who could have used the crossbow out of...
I wonder.
I wonder. On the next episode. The case is so simple and yet so complex. My brain is trying. And so are my gamer hands. But I feel like I'm failing on both fronts. We'll see you guys in another episode. Bye-bye! Hi there, it's the end of the video, my friend. Hit the bell if it was okay, I'm sure I'll make good content someday. I'll play some games or do some drawing, Pokemon and fights with darling, video essays and reviews. I couldn't do it without you, so thanks, like and subscribe.